You're tuned into the VSX Digital Sports Network. You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JP the Ticket.
More fire, more heat.
Vegas Scoreboard Express.
Sports bettors around the world. You're rocking with the boss of the big board, JP the Ticket. Follow the show on Twitter at We Beat the Line and follow me on Instagram at JB the Ticket. Back on the line with my main man Ryan Garcia, talking about this NBA, talking about this coronavirus, man. So let's talk about some sports betting a little bit with that, okay? Rotation number 701, starting on July 30th, by the way, if the NBA comes back at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, going against rotation number 702, the New Orleans Pelicans. Man, it feels good to say rotation number, don't it? Don't it? Over and under is 220.
It's been way too long.
Yeah, 220, 219 and a half, -2 New Orleans at home on the list. They're all going to be in Orlando, so these are all away games. Your thoughts. Utah Jazz, we're talking about Rudy the Rebound Goblin Gobert. Also, unfortunately, he's the Corona monster. He's the guy that did all that crap.
Oh, man, that guy.
I mean, if they leave him wide open, if nobody's around him, 50 points a game, all right? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just keeping it real, man. It's like he did that to himself, playing with the microphone.
He did.
Pressing the issue like that, and notwithstanding, causing an issue with Donovan Mitchell. I think the Utah Jazz are a flat team on arrival, all right? It's not happening for them. You're going to lose money with these guys. Case closed. However, New Orleans Pelicans, young team. Remember, Brandon Ingram was an all-star. You got Zion possibly being able to come back now with that extended rest period. He was working himself back into the league, doing quite well. Your thoughts? Go ahead.
Yeah, I like them, but you know who I'm going for. So Pelicans, I can see them depending on who they're matched up with. They're going to be a fun, exciting team. Utah's not doing much, but the Nuggets, man. Put the respect on that name.
Let's talk about the Nuggets. We're going to put some respect on the Nuggets. We'll put some respect on the Nuggets. Jokic will have to eat a lot of garlic and herbs. Hopefully he'll be able to get back on the court. All right, so let's talk about it. Miami and Denver, rotation number 717, the Miami Heat playing a home game. They're the team that's going to be getting a home game here versus your Denver Nuggets, rotation number 718. Shout out to the NYC. I don't think the New York is going to be represented. Yeah, they got Brooklyn in there, but was not going to get into that.
Yeah, that team, man. That team.
Denver Nuggets. Jokic has got the Rona. You're talking about another team coming out of the West. Now they're coming east. No fans. No one to juice them up. Glorified scrimmages. Go for it.
Yeah, of course I'm going to be a homer, from Colorado, born and raised, but at the same time, I've watched this team this whole season. They work together so well. Jokic, if he's back, I think he will. I think no problem. Miami's
over and under is 212 and a half. It's a pick 'em. -1 Denver. First of all, take the under. No one. Are you going to be able to get up for this? Okay. I mean, seriously, these are going to be second and third tier players. The stars ain't coming, man. I'm just keeping it real. And you think the Denver Nuggets, this is their best chance? Let's talk about your bench a little bit. Let me bring up the Roto Wire here because, again, Miami, I like the Florida teams because they're playing at home. That's really the only thing that I would give as an edge if this thing were to get pulled off. Just take the Florida teams and ride it out. Because, again, if you have a juiced-up squad, a la the Lakers, the Clippers, and they're playing B teams, nobody's going to watch. Nobody's going to bet. And this is all going to be for naught. And the championship, you might as well have put all the players on steroids because the championship is going to be, big old asterisk next to it. Nobody's caring about this, man. So, I mean, let's keep it honest. If you're talking about these teams that are coming out to play with no fans, I played basketball. It's a glorified practice, private session, one-on-one, team concept. I mean, do you really think these coaches are going to be yelling their commands and concepts where people can hear it. I mean, you're a big fan of MMA. MMA is a little bit different. It is, we have seen, you can fight in a smaller arena, smaller venue. I mean, it's a fight, so you might get in a fight, nobody's around, you got 20 people around, you know what I mean? So it's a difference in that. But for basketball, which is such a fan-heavy sport, do you think these guys are even going to be able to get up to the muster to play for this? I mean, come on.
I think some of them, of course, some of them are going to, take their foot off the gas a little bit, but there's going to be some guys want to make a name for themselves and still want that championship. So it's going to be hard to say if the top guys are not in it. This thing's going to be it's still going to be sports. It's still going to be something to watch, but it's not going to be the same as if a full healthy Lakers go against.
I can't rock with you, man. I can't rock with you. I mean, for me, okay, knowing what this is from a sports betting revenue perspective, they've already got lines up. How could you bet this? How? Go ahead.
I think with the newer states, because Colorado did $25 million in May of revenue. On what? Like, there's no NBA, no NHL,
you got MMA,
MLB.
You got golf. You got the sports that normally we don't cover here on this show just because I don't have writers for it as at this time. Hey, if you're looking to write for the show, hit me up on Twitter, on Instagram, and you want to write about that and have me do some segments on it, love to have you. Got the sponsors for you. So we're talking about this top news today. Let's go over the top players in the NBA, according to RotoWire.com, that are either undecided or not going to play. Washington Wizards, Bradley Beal, wipe them out. Indiana Pacers, Victor Oladipo, wipe them out. Thomas Bryant, foot is 100% healed. Who? Next, Marvin Bagley Jr., Sacramento Kings. Healthy, he says he's going to Orlando. Your man Jokic, on the wire today. Center, recovering well from COVID-19. So do you think if this guy's going to recover well and he's got the antibodies from a medical perspective, you think they're going to let him go out there? Go ahead.
I think he does. I think if he shows negative signs, he tests positive, or not test positive, but test negative, he'll be out there. He's that kind of guy.
All right. Well, I mean,
should he? It's hard to say, but I think just knowing just kind of how he is, he'll be out there.
And let's talk about my L.A. Lakers, man. They picked up J.R. Smith. Shout out to J.R. Smith, beating people down in the streets. Don't mess with J.R. Smith, man. He'll pull up on you. You think this is a good pickup for the Lakers? I mean, there's no fans, so imagine the things we would be hearing if J.R. Smith was to pull another one of those, I got the ball, not quite sure what's going on. The words that we may hear. I mean, let's talk about it. You think that's a good pickup for the Lakers?
Yeah, why not? Why not bring him back? Him and LeBron are still boys. I don't see a problem with it at all.
It is one of those things that the Lakers in this abbreviated season, this season with no fans, this setup may have, again, they play him for pride. This would be LeBron's easiest chance, easiest road to a championship as a Laker ever. He's in the prime of his career, but with the virus and everything shortening things up, I think that the reality of this situation is, where are you going to see the top players end up? What if they get sick during the comeback? What if they get sick during this abbreviated season? So many variables just around health. And financially, you got guys, they need the money, but then you got guys who don't need the money, the superstars who are like, man, I don't think I'm going to risk it. JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. Talking to my main man, Ryan Garcia, today. DenverSportsBetting.com, man. Nikola Jokic, he's got it. He's recovering. Think he'll be ready?
I think he'll be ready. It's just hard to say because, what kind of damage was done to the lungs, if anything. I think he'll be there. If he tests negative, I think he'll put it all out on the line for it, but it's just hard to say, what percent he'll be back. 100%, I don't think so, but you never know. But it's hard to say. No one knows much about this.
Well, now,
with athletes.
If you want to take a futures bet, rotation number 718, Denver Nuggets playing the Miami Heat, rotation number 717. Miami -1. It's a pick 'em. It's a half. 212.5 the total. I'm saying take the under because I don't know if these guys are going to be able to get up to play. And they're coming back from this long rest. So just take an under ticket on all the games, see what happens. JB the Ticket, Vegas Scoreboard Express. You know what to do. Get the money.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball, JB the Ticket. More fire, more heat. Vegas Scoreboard Express.
Basketball season is heating up, so stay in the game with Fubo TV. Get the NBA, NCAA, FIBA, and more. Get 7 days free at VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Don't get cabled. Get